Did you see the looks on their faces? Ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun, eh? It was almost as if they just seen their nightmare come to life. Who was over there looking like, hey David, get a load of this guy, will ya? Jesus Christ, Bill, I hope he's one of the good ones. That video is hilarious for so many reasons, but mostly because I can relate to it personally. When I go to the range, I intentionally wear something with camouflage in it, similar to what I got on now, or something of this nature. Because what I've noticed is that it tends to give them this false sense of security, if you will. Oh look, a black man who loves guns in America, he's gotta be one of us. That is, of course, until they try to blow a dog whistle by saying things like, in these days, we gotta be prepared with all the rioting and violence that's been going on. These Democrats are doing everything in their power to keep us divided and take our guns away. I actually voted for Obama his second term. I'm just thinking in my head when they say these things like, bro, who the fuck are you trying to convince, me or you? Just because we happen to be in the same gun range does not mean that I align with your ideology. Contrary to popular belief, there are millions of black people in this country who are very pro-gun, own a multitude of firearms, and are not Republicans and or Trump supporters. We do not go to the range and train because we're worried about people rioting. We train because the history of this country, along with modern day times, has taught us that we are not protected unless we are armed. I personally would rather be alive in court with my lawyer arguing self-defense than to be unalive in a casket that is carried by 6. There is nothing that scares plaster people in this country more than black people who are educated, opinionated, and well equipped to handle a firearm. One thing that a lot of people don't know in this country was that gun control was created with the sole purpose to try to keep guns out of the hands of black people. I strongly recommend y'all go read this article. The Mulford Act of 1967 is a perfect example, but what they don't realize is that they actually screwed white people in the process with this. Same NRA who claim to be so pro-gun rights for everybody are the same ones who backed and supported the Mulford Act. Black people, you have a Second Amendment right, and I advise you to exercise it daily. If you are a person of color in 2021 and you do not own at least one firearm, then you playing with your own life at this point. Take it or leave it, but I said entirely what the fuck I said.